Oh, all right. Hey, everyone. This is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So no big preamble here. Hopefully I'll have a channel update out sometime this weekend. But plan is today to catch up with Kaiju and Spy Family chapters. And then hopefully over the next couple of days I'll catch up with some Akane Banashi. But we'll see how that goes. Like I said, hopefully I'll have a proper channel update out sometime this weekend. So without further ado, let us dive straight into it with Kaiju number 8, chapter 73 by Naoya Matsumoto with translation by David Evelyn and lettering by Brandon Bovia. I honestly just love his Hoshina's kaiju armor, especially on the cover page with like the little insert plate that looks like the kaiju's eyes, like the little cross guard cut and everything. It looks so menacing and intimidating. I love it so much. Yeah, chapter 73 by Naoya Matsumoto with translation by David Evelyn, lettering by Brandon Bovia. What was it? Okonogi goes numbers weapons 10 now online. Oh, they actually have integrated the eye into the armor. I thought that was just like a neat special effect on the cover page, but they actually did it. And you see Kaiju number 10 going, "The day has finally come. Now then, let me run amok, Hoshina." And just see, like, again, I love, like, the artifact of, like, the giant thing, like, shadowed out behind, or, like, looming behind him, just as, like, a giant floaty head. I just love it. So great. And you see him just letting out a giant breath and be like, "I told you before, I'm the one running this show. So pipe down and let me use you, and quit barking orders." And he's like, "Come to think of it, Okonogi, my dear, why can this suit talk? It makes using this thing real awkward. Dang thing won't shut up." And Okonogi's like, "It's the first kaiju weapon in history." Oh, shit. With a will of its own. Since a neurosync is too difficult, voice-based communication is essential. Also, it's still a prototype. To be honest, sir, it's far too early to use it in live combat. And he's silent for a second before he scratches his head and goes, "Yeah, I know. Even so, if we want to get the upper hand on number 9, we're going to have to take these sorts of gambles." I love when you got like the little panel thing that makes it almost look like it's smiling with like the little slits in the armor as well. As number 10's like, "Yeah, I knew I liked you for a reason." And he's like my foot. Quit yapping at me like some bootleg version of that talking frog on a shirt, Pionkichi. I haven't been able to initiate a full release even once in training. You keep making moves on your own. Yes. You keep making moves on your own and throwing your connection so out of whack that any chances of a neurosync go out the window. I need you to follow my orders. And you see him just going to number 10 being sullenly silent. And he goes, "If you screw up again today, I'll be dead and you'll be decommissioned." And he's like, "Fine, got it." And you have a slither as the tail comes out. He's like, "Then let's go." Yes. And you see with a swing as the tail just cuts a circular hole open in the helicopter and just drops him out through the floor. Noki's like, "The bottom of the copter!" God, I love this meathead kaiju. And you see Hoshina's getting mad. He's like, "He didn't get anything." He's like, "Hold on, I haven't relayed the plan to you." And number 10's like, "The best plan is no plan." As you have a doomph. As Hoshina comes in for a crash landing. And you see a bunch of like humanoid, insectoid kaiju kind of surrounding him. "Jeff, this is bad. He's solo in an enemy heavy area." It's like, "I knew it was too early for live combat." And you see him putting on his mask as he goes, "Yeesh, I'll save the lectures for later. I'll show you which of us is boss. Now let's go." As he just puts his hands behind his back and grips his swords. And you see the bug kaiju just charging at him as he goes, "We'll flank them from the left where they're least concentrated and take them out piecemeal." And you have both number 10 and Hoshina looking opposite side as they go, first we go left, right. And you see, as he's trying to take off, the tail's trying to go the other way, and he gets pulled backwards with a sproing and a wah, and you have a kawam. The bug kaiju slam into his location, and he leaps up into the air. Hoshina's like, what are you doing? Attacking the group's weak point is just common sense. And number 10's like, where's the fun in that? It's number 10 or is number... Oh, it is number 10, because number 9's the bigger one. The bigger one, the one that... Mastermind, yeah. Where's the fun in that? It's like, you and I could easily tear through the big swarm on the right. And you go, boom, shoo, as he comes in for a landing. And as he does, one of them's flanked up behind him, is about to come in for a blow. It's like, they're fast. We gotta go between their legs. Take their backs and slice. And number 10's like, I want to test their strength. Let's see what they're made of. And you see a twitch as Hoshina's just frozen in place as the armor refuses to move. And you have a ka-ching. And a slashing direct strike, direct hit. You have Vice Captain. And he goes flying into an airport hangar. And you see a shrink as more of these mantis bugs are just slicing at him. It's like, the hell do we do now? We're surrounded. Number 10 is just gleefully like, ha 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 ha, this is getting fun. It's like, oh no, their movements aren't in sync at all. Without functioning Neurosync, unleashed combat powers drop from 51% to 41%. That's the worst since the training drills. Vice Captain, pull out for now and redeploy to normal suit. And he's like, I'll never be able to escape enemies as fast as these with the numbers I'm putting up. I'm going to sync up and beat them. Jeff, unleash combat power down to 34%. If it drops any more, you won't be able to fend off their attacks. And Hoshina's like, number 10, this is our last chance. Follow my orders. We're using the planes as cover to take them out one by, and you see him trying to dash off towards the plane. And number 10 just screams out, don't move away! Meet them head on! And you see Hoshina just stopping in shock. God. There is some absolutely banger dynamic action panels. And you see one of the mantises grabbed the plane's about to just smash it down on him with the kablam. As you have Okanogi going, Vice Captain! And you have, I've got a read on number 10's vitals. He's safe! And you see a fish as the emergency fire suppression stuff is going off. You have that kaiju. It predicted my actions and tried to slam that plane on me. And then number 10's like, you avoided a direct hit thanks to you freezing up. My ingenious decision making saved your hide. And you see him just slamming an arm into his chest piece. Like, what kind of dope are you? If you just followed my orders from the get-go, I wouldn't even be in this dilemma. Then he goes, no. Asking you to cooperate was a mistake from the start. It's like, why do I always get stuck with the hard-headed jackasses who don't know when to quit? And he thinks back to his training with Kafka. He goes, number 10, your penchant for ignoring orders is a fatal flaw as a weapon. At this rate, they're going to order you to be decommissioned. That being said, I can't go dying here. Today we'll play it your way. You see, he's just starting to crackle as his armor's booting up. You have mental sync commencing. Unleash combat power rising. And you see number 10 just grinning as he goes, now that's more like it. It's like, we tackle him head on. And they go, follow me, even if it kills you. God, I love this. Oh, so good. All right, some quick thoughts. So I was absolutely not expecting them to be butting heads. I thought, he would have achieved perfect synchronization. We would just be like a cool ass showcase of his new skills. But I think I vastly prefer the fact that these two are loggerheads and they seem like so totally incompatible with like their fighting styles and their approaches to battle. I think that's made for a far more interesting scenario than Hoshina kind of just having mastered his suit and powers already. I can't remember what exactly I speculated with regards to what the tail would be used for, but I think I kind of said like it might probably become like a third sword, basically, like, so Hoshina's basically gonna become like Zoro from One Piece, where he learns like three sword style with the tail. So that's also interesting. It'll be interesting to see how he kind of utilizes that in battle. Um, Again, I love number 10 so much because I love the absolute like combat meathead type of characters who are just like one track mind, just focused on battle and like causing chaos and destruction. And number 10 is just that in spades. So I absolutely love the fact that, Hoshina's whole thing's about, being calculating, like striking at the weak points, uh, you know, striking at the weak points of your enemy, trying to take them out as efficiently as possible. And he's paired with the weapon that's just like, no, 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 we got to go head on, fight it full tilt, 100% power from the start. And just I love the little contrast, like the combativeness between the both of them. So it'll be interesting to see what direction this goes, because again, like Hoshina's battle style is at the moment kind of incompatible with the way number 10 likes to fight. So I wonder if this is going to be the start of him trying to figure out or learning like a new combat style that kind of plays to both of their strengths. Because Hoshina is kind of like, feels like repressed doesn't feel like the right word. It feels like that's what number 10 is saying about him, is like, he's being too repressed and he's not letting himself, max out at his full potential. So it'll be interesting to see if there is any kind of truth to that. If Hoshina is holding himself back, and if we're going to see him kind of like adopt a wilder, I guess, fighting style with number 10. But apart from that, I think the thing that's most, or has the potentially most intriguing with regards to this chapter is now that we have, or are introducing the ideas of, there can be numbers weapons that still retain their consciousness and can communicate with the users. I feel like this has a lot of potential for Kafka to start kind of understanding his own power better, because I think I've theorized this way back when he was going berserk in his fight against Isao, that, the kaiju inside him was kind of taking over, because it potentially has a grudge against other kaiju. So I wonder if Hoshina's experience with number 10, trying to communicate with it, trying to synchronize with it, is going to be able to have him help Kafka with the same thing, where he's also able to like understand his transformation better and be able to utilize it better, and be like, more easily able to like transform in and out of his kaiju form. So a lot of interesting possibilities. Looking forward to it. Like I said, just absolutely banger action. Phenomenal artwork this chapter. Absolutely amazing. Cannot wait to see where it goes next. So like I mentioned at the start, please do look out for a channel update video sometime this weekend. I'm also going to be recording the Spy Family video tonight, but the videos are likely not going to drop on the channel until tomorrow. It's Tuesday night here. By the time I get it rendered and everything, it'll be really late, so I'll probably do it tomorrow evening, just to kind of get optimal traffic on these videos. So look forward to that. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Especially liking and commenting does help a lot with the algorithm. It helps get my videos seen. And until next time, this is Ash. I will talk to you all later.